What's next for him now? Where does he go from here? And which country would even allow him to stream again? If you only want the lifestyle of the US, Europe, or Canada, then you can't just land in another nation and start complaining about their rules. This is the situation Johnny Somali faces today, standing on the edge of possibly losing his American citizenship. Sounds hard to believe, right? Yet multiple reports suggest it's very real. U.S. immigration officials are cracking down on streamers and travelers who misuse their American passports, stir up chaos abroad, and tarnish America's reputation in the process. It all began with Vitaly Zdorovetsky, who ran into deportation issues in the Philippines. When their government tried to deport him, U.S. authorities actually refused to accept him. That incident set off alarms. Now, American officials are widening their scrutiny of creators who not only cause problems overseas, but also embarrass the U.S. in the process. So what about Johnny Somali? Many assumed he'd just serve his sentence in South Korea and then head home. But officials are blocking that route. His return to the States is no longer a sure thing. Here's why. Johnny repeatedly violated South Korea's immigration and foreigner laws, provoking police while shouting, "I'm American. You can't touch me." He relied on his U.S. citizenship during confrontations, even criminal ones. That's exactly the kind of behavior U.S. investigators view as damaging, and it could put his passport on the line. And it doesn't end there. He's joined political protests abroad, something strictly banned for foreigners under Korean law. Acting as though U.S. citizenship would protect him only dug the hole deeper. In extreme cases, behavior that strains America's foreign relations can trigger a citizenship review. Adding fuel to the fire is Johnny's own family history. He once claimed his parents smuggled him into the U.S. in the 1990s, even blaming former President Bill Clinton for letting them in. Attacking a former American president isn't just reckless. It could draw the wrong kind of attention from investigators. Even his parents have now publicly cut him off, expressing their disappointment. If his own family won't stand by him, why would U.S. authorities? And then there's Donald Trump's stance. In past speeches, Trump boasted about banning refugees from places like Somalia. While Johnny isn't Somali by birth, even his name could raise eyebrows. If Trump or his allies decide to spotlight the case, pressure to block his return could intensify. Legal experts are already making it clear. When you visit another country, you play by their rules. Don't stir up trouble abroad and then act surprised when you face the consequences. So where does this leave Johnny Somali? He's broken laws in South Korea, insulted American leaders, disgraced his U.S. citizenship, and lost his family support. Now, U.S. immigration officials are watching closely. American citizenship isn't stripped away easily. But when someone abuses it, using it as a shield while disrespecting U.S. values and international law, the risk becomes very real. And now the question is simple. Will Johnny Somali keep his U.S. passport? Or is it at risk of being revoked, leaving him stranded with no country to call home?